Was good, y'all? Rich Sosa back in a building with another banger. Now, first things first, before we go ahead and get started, I just want to say thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now, as y'all can see from the looks of the title and the screen today, I got a very special big man build in store for y'all. Going to be called the DIMING Inside the Arc SCORER. And today, with this build, we're going to be able to get elite contact dunks, we're going to have high passer rating, and this build is going to be able to shoot just about from anywhere. Now, this build is going to remind me of a few different players, Wilt Chamberlain, also Shaq with a jump shot, and I'm telling you, when it comes down to centers and big men in general, this is honestly one of the best builds that I've created this year. Now, before we get into the breakdown, as you can see from the gameplay, we can pretty much do everything on the offensive end all the way to the defensive. Now look, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. And I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button. But be sure to go ahead and comment down TG for thank God, as well as where you're tuning in from. And I most definitely will hit y'all back with the response, and I'm going to go ahead and consider y'all a part of the Rich family. Now, I hope y'all enjoy the gameplay. From here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of this build. So I gotta go ahead and make it out of the center position. Now, if you want to, you can make it out of the power forward or any other position that's gonna be able to fit the body settings and the requirements. So with the height, I'm going to go with 7'1", 265 for the weight with a 7'10" wingspan. Now for the body shape, you can go with built, compact, solid, it does not matter. I'm going to leave it at defined today. Now from here, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of these attributes. So when it comes down to the physicals, I'm going to go with the speed of a 59, 47 acceleration, 80 strength, 70 vertical with a 90 stamina. Now if you have the gym rat badge, that's going to make a huge difference with this build, so I would highly recommend doing that or getting your Gatorade facility workouts in. Now if you want to make adjustments to this area, you can do so, but I'm telling y'all, you might get a different build name. From here, let's go ahead and get into the playmaking. So we get 14 badges, and as you can see for the pass accuracy, I'm going to go with an 86, 54 ball handle. Now for tier 1, look, we get climb breaker on bronze, but also out of tier 1, look, we get floor general and special delivery on Hall of Fame. Now for tier 2, I like gold bailout, and then we're also able to get break starter and vice grip. Now I'm telling y'all, once we go ahead and adjust the finishing, shooting, and defense, it's actually going to take effect on the playmaking. So from here, let's go ahead and get into the finishing. So look, we get 20 badges when it comes down to this area, and as you can see, when it comes down to the playmaking, we actually did unlock quick first step on bronze. Now when it comes down to unpluckable, we're actually able to get this badge as well, but when it comes down to the finishing, I went with a close shot of an 85, 40 driving layup, 60 driving dunk, 90 standing dunk with an 86 post control. Now with these 20 badges out of tier 1, we get limitless takeoff on bronze. We also get dream shake and post bid technician with pro touch on Hall of Fame. Now I like fearless finisher, and then slithery. And then out of tier 2, we're also able to get back down punisher. Now for tier 3, we're able to get this build to where we get bully on bronze, and then right here we get masher, rise up, and fast twitch. Now with this area, I'm telling y'all, you can make your own adjustments if you wanted to go higher on the driving dunk. I'm going to leave it like this just so I could focus on the inside scoring. So from here, let's go ahead and get into the shooting. So for the mid-range, I'm going to go with an 81, 37 three-pointer with a 77 free throw. Now with these 11 badges, we're actually able to get Agent 3 on bronze, Midi Magician on Hall of Fame. Now we also do get Amped and then Space Creator, Volume Shooter both on Hall of Fame. Now for tier 2, we get Green Machine, and then we're not actually able to get anything out of tier 3. Now if you're looking to make this build, I would definitely have to say you're going to be an inside scorer for the most part. But with the height of 7'1", I'm telling y'all, I think this is going to be a solid 1v1 court build. Again, you can make your own adjustments and go higher on the three-pointer, but you're going to see when it comes down to the defense just how much better this build can get. So let's go ahead and get started with this area. So look, we get 26 badges. I'm going to go with an interior defensive of 70, 29 for my perimeter, 90 for the block and offensive rebound with a 97 defensive. Now with these 26 badges on tier 1, we get off-ball pass, challenger, glove, and interceptor. Now I also do like gold workhorse. Then from there we get box out beast and chase down artist on Hall of Fame. Now for tier 3, we get Anchor on silver, and then also gold rebound chaser. Pogo stick and brick wall are also solid badges, but in total, once you get the 4 badges from my career, we're going to be able to say that we get 76 total badges on this build. Now again, let me know which changes would you make, and I think this build really is going to be heavily focused on the inside scoring, especially when it comes down to the defensive end. The physicals, I don't think there's really any weakness, and then we're still able to shoot and score from the mid-range. Now with these takeovers, takeovers, look, we get the rim protecting, we also do get the glass cleaning, and then the post scoring. So however you decide to go about it, make sure you base it off of your own playstyle. Now I honestly do think Pay Intimidation is the most overpowered defensive takeover. I'm going to go ahead and pick this one first. Now you can go with See the Future Takeover or Box Out Wall. Now for my best interest, I would have to say Advanced Post Moves or Power Backdowns is the takeover that I would pick from. I'm going to go with Advanced Post Moves, and I think these two takeovers are going to be the best for this build. Let's go ahead and check out the build name to make sure that we made it correctly. Now as y'all can see, we should be getting these three comparisons, and together we have created the Diamond Inside the Arc Scorer build. Now you can even consider this to be a catfish because you really can't expect what we're able to do. Now I've showed y'all from the gameplay, you're able to shoot, dribble. Even when it comes down to the defensive end, I think the stats are going to be super overpowered. Now this is pretty much what the build is going to be looking like, and if you want to make adjustments, go ahead and do so. But from here, we're going to go ahead and take a quick look at what this build looks like maxed out with the finishing. So for tier 1, I'm going to go with Acrobat on bronze as well as Limitless Takeoff. Now I like Slithery and then Back Down Punisher. Now for the gold badges, I'm going to go with Fearless Finisher, Masher, and then Rise Up as my core badge. Now I definitely had to go ahead and put on Pro Touch on Hall of Fame. Now if you want to, you can go with Dream Shake or Post Spin Technician. It really comes down to your own preference and playstyle. I even think Fast Twitch and Bully are badges that we should be looking at. Now look, if you do decide to throw extra badges into this area, both of these badges eventually down the road will be able to get equipped at the same time. Now I'm going to leave it like this when it comes down to the finishing, but from the gameplay y'all saw exactly what we can do. Now when it comes down to the shooting, I'm going to go with Agent 3 on bronze, Silver Amped, and then Mini Magician, and then Space Creator on Hall of Fame. Now I also do like Green Machine on gold, and I'm going to use this as my core badge, but if you want to change it, you can do so. Now I'm happy that we do get Mini Magician and then Space Creator to go ahead and pair it up with it. Now Amped, you can go ahead and put this on gold if you do decide to throw extra badges into this area. And if you wanted to, you can even take off Agent 3, but I'm going to leave the area like this when it comes down to the shooting. Now when it comes down to the playmaking, I like Client Breaker and then Special Delivery. Also quick for step, you gotta go with this badge, and then Unpluckable for my core. Now I'm gonna go with Gold Vice Grip and then Bailout, and if you wanted to, you can really consider Post Playmaker if you were throwing extra badges towards this area. Now I think in total, when you consider what this build can do, I think we're going to be able to be one of the best big man and centers with the badge setups. Now if you wanted to, you can change the layout of badges from what I'm picking, but I think I picked the most important, especially when it comes down to the playmaking. I think Unpluckable is going to be essential, and then I'm happy that we at least do get Quick First Step. Now when it comes down to the defensive area for tier 1, I'm going to go with Challenger, Glove, and Interceptor. Now I also do like Workhorse, and then for tier 2, I'm going to go with Post Lockdown, Chase Down Artist, and then Box Out Beast. Now for tier 3, I like Anchor, and then my core badge, I'm going to go with Gold Rebound Chaser. Now if you do decide to throw extra badges into this area, I don't think you really need to, because look, we have Anchor, Rebound Chaser, all of the essential badges that we're going to want to use. Now you do have different badge layouts that you can go with. For example, if you're going to be running more of a 1v1 type playstyle, you can change up some of the badges, but I think these are going to be the best in what we can pick from. Now let me know in the comments, would you make any changes and adjustments? But if you did make it this far into the video and you're a part of the Rich family, be sure to go ahead and comment down TG as well as where you're tuning in from, and TG means thank God. So again, I just want to say thank y'all so much for the support, and thank God for another day and another opportunity. Now look, I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here, but look, if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Now I would appreciate it if everybody went ahead and smashed that like button, and be sure to go ahead and let me know in the comments what y'all thought about today's video. But with all that being said, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.